iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Warriors 2, Costal Team 1. DStv Compact Cup. DStv Compact Cup. No complaints now. At least there's no complaints. I mean, a lot of people were saying, the tournament, I mean, I was just happy that as a content creator, instead of keeping quiet for 2 weeks. What did we learn from this tournament? From the last 2 weeks or last 7 days of this tournament playing, what did we learn? What could have been done better?
Yeah, I still feel with greetings with worship.
Yes, sir.
I still feel with maybe it was a period maybe that we could have maybe used it maybe different, maybe activate national team. Ngoba isikhathi national team angedidlala afcon, so maybe try to activate the national team, maybe create maybe 4 nations ama teams angaqualify so that at least maybe we prepare with the next time.
Okay, if we play friendly tournaments during a CAF tournament, would have been banned in football.
Okay, take a team maybe to a camp, maybe try to give time for coach to understand my players work, and also maybe get a pool of players who I ask my players also, but all in all,
and this was a perfect wedding.
This was our perfect wedding.
Yeah, but from your observation though, in terms of just even the idea of, I mean, we live in a world where there's fantasy football. I particularly play fantasy football with English Premier League, and you win with other players in the world. Sometimes it's 8 million players globally. You put your players, same team with Dupreez, Cristiano Ronaldo, you take another player, Oli Watkins from Aston Villa, and you combine a fantasy team yako. Sometimes it gets people excited, but we had a fantasy team here. It was happening in real life. What did you pick up about just the idea of combining star players in the same team and the time that it requires for them to gel?
One thing that I've picked up, sometimes in football there are no shortcuts. You actually need time. You actually need it needs understanding, and also again foot number players. It's not something which is instant. As much as maybe you pay from ngaphandle, it's an instant thing. So it tells you, it requires the preparation again. Without the preparation, football, it's not just an event. It's a process.
You build up to the event.
It's a process. It's supposed to be a process, not an event whereby we are kwenzakala manje. So it's a process. Hence nakhona you having a master player doesn't really qualify you to win this. It means coaching still has to take place. We've seen about what's been happening in Sundowns. Yes, everybody is saying good maybe my players afana Sundowns he can easily win a league, which is something from ngaphandle. It looks a bit easy, but when you are in a situation, it means with Lama players now, Lama star players, you need to get Lama combinations right. You need to get understanding right, especially Lama team dynamics. You need to get them right. So this also gives you a clue and an idea what if you are maybe trying with maybe on a fantasy, especially in football. It's a process, not an event.
Absolutely. Just talking about the game now, Ashley Dupreez raising his hand again. Gamildien as well, 2 goals here. Which were some of the standout performers for you today?
From a Costal team, I felt with coming to this one, they felt short, especially on Ogluza or Robin Johannes. So it means move destabilize even though you check a first goal, they resorted to using with Utilon Farmer or Fish, the understanding between the Phillies. It wasn't that good because of both goals. You check recovery, it was very poor. And then you check from also we Warriors, let's say Gauteng.
The players there.
Warriors. You check inside Warriors. As much as you look at on paper, you check a Costal team, they had a bit of a balance in terms of midfield, especially first half, but they never utilized, especially dominance yabo by creating goals and scoring more goals as compared to ngoba i-midfield yama-Warriors. It was very weak, especially ngoMusele ngoba Musele bekangazitholi kahle.
Musele, the last 12 months have been interesting for him because he has been found out kuma Olympics. I remember the first game we played against Japan. And even before he went there, we were asking why would you have him? Like, based on what? If Japan, I'm sure out keeper who first half. And he never played another game until the last minute of the last game. And we've been seeing even like all on the parades and even in these matches as well. And you wonder the scouting process and the person who takes out the checkbook and sign that player, what exactly are you seeing in that player?
Yeah, uzithola sezintweni umjita surprisingly. So but and then again as much as uzithola sezintweni, it's all about proving your worth as well. So ngoba ibhola awuropi logo abazama ukupromote, we need to see it on the field of play ngoba ibhola is very practical. So whatever bazama ukuthengisa, but we need to show us ukuthi mawungena egroundini what is it that they are trying to sell yabo. So I still feel ukuthi naye on his side he didn't raise his hand, especially with game. So they were struggling with midfield up until the Costal team started maybe taking out Abu Sinkala, now trying to give other players. Then Warriors aqala bane edge nyana ngoba manje kwangena bonqobo more dynamism nyana abo Khatebe more dynamism. You check it ipass leyo uMatlaba athole ngayo Gamildien. Quality ball and a good finish fele. So but I felt ukuthi going to this one, Costal team was a stronger team. Absolutely,
and I was happy with their performance. That was the team I was supporting. Of course, they lost the game. In wrapping up, then we're going back to DStv Premiership. You still feel strongly, Ogoti, this could have been used better. This time and this period, this 2 weeks, could have been used better.
Yeah, I feel good. It could have been used better. Only few players were activated. Yeah, only few players were activated. Maybe if I were maybe based on maybe 70 for a national team, it could have been used maybe to create maybe a friendly maybe tournament among some teams, available in activation among some teams. So whereby everybody gets to activate our players. So our players are buyela, kuma teams have how many players got the game time? Maybe from each team is only maybe 3 players. So now it boils down to our players more buyela la paya kuzo we are.
Well, the interesting thing is that there will be a World Cup later this year. So that's another 4 weeks of inactivity. Maybe we will find a better way. But because DStv decided to put the money in and it worked for them. But maybe we need someone as a different sponsor to make sure there's activity for all the players.
Yeah, definitely sure. Because I feel we need to create it was a nice event, but we need to activate all the players. Try to activate all the players whereby at least our teams are for TS Galaxy who are languishing at the bottom of the log. Now if it abo I it decided very early.